The National Investigation Team probing the Coimbatore blast case has raided slain accused Jamesha Mubin's house once again and has unearthed some sensational handwritten notes. The CNN News 18 team has accessed those handwritten notes allegedly written by the accused himself. The handwritten notes explain what jihad is, along with a hand-drawn ISIS flag on a slate. This comes days after NIA had filed a charge sheet in the case, according to which over 100 incriminating items have been recovered from the residence of Jamesha Mubin. The Stalin government only sought an NIA probe after the opposition raised a terror angle behind the blast. Tamil Nadu BJP chief Annamali spoke exclusively to CNN News 18 and he blamed the ruling DMK party for covering the terror angle in the blast case. Let's listen in.
Let me first ask you, the investigation details that are stumbling out point to the fact that this person, Mubin, was highly radicalized. He had broken down human beings into two categories, Muslims and Kafirs. You are one of the first people to say that this is more than a cylinder blast. Was that a policeman's instinct, or at that time was it pure play politics?
Hello, sir. Vanakkam. My greeting to the panelists who are here. I'm not able to see them, so I'm not able to greet them by names. Sir, it's a very serious issue that is tumbling out every passing day. Every passing day is teaching us that this issue is getting more serious. And October 23rd morning, when the bomb blast happened, 8 days later, when I visited the spot in Coimbatore, October 31, I was able to pick up a ball bearing from there. I was able to pick up a nail from there, which I showed in the press meet also. So any person who was there, he was very, very clearly, a common man was also feeling this is more than a cylinder blast. This was a clear-cut terror attack. But very unfortunate the way the Tamil Nadu government was dealing with this issue, very careless. They were calling this as a simple cylinder blast. All is well in the state. Parties like BJP, ADMK were trying to politicize it. In fact, they were not going after the accused. The first 3-4 days, the blame game was more on us. What is more alarming is, yes, there was a direct finger pointing in Tamil Nadu in 2019 after the Easter bombing. Arrests were made, people were picked up. In fact, the main accused who got picked up in 2019 is still in Kochi jail. And even at point of time, this guy was pointed out as a radicalized individual. The agencies which are supposed to keep watch on him, they failed to keep a watch. As late as June 19, a specific intel was given by name Mubin. That was not acted upon. October 18th, the intelligence was given, not acted upon. And in fact, the local police yesterday, they leaked out information that when we went to Mubin's house, we couldn't find. He shifted his house. The local Hindu was carrying this report, quoting an unnamed source. But when I went to the spot, October 31, the place where the car got exploded, Mubin's bookshop was just about 100 meters from that spot. So everybody knew Mubin is there, Mubin's house is there, Mubin's shop is there. But still they were not taking it very seriously. And it is not only this, sir. All kinds of danger signals were coming out of Tamil Nadu. 4 months back, an ISIS radicalized youth was picked up in Erode.
Yes. Because
he was planning a Paris-style truck attack. In fact, when he was on the process of purchasing a truck, he wanted to drive this truck in a Ganapati Visarjan festival and to be run over a huge number of people. Then they picked it up. In Salem, one ISIS radicalized youth was picked up. These are all areas where we never had the history of radicalization.
Correct.
So the rot is more deeper. Right from Easter bombing, all alarm signals are going up in Tamil Nadu. But very unfortunate, the state government is not paying heed to what is happening in the ground. The reason that we are calling this as not properly conducted is the intention behind the government's action. If the government's intention is right and noble, on day one, they should have come out with the facts very clear, straight. They should have mentioned this as a terror attack. In fact, we are going one step further. We are calling this as a suicide attack. And the government is still not using the word this is a terror attack. The reason is very simple. Only when you say what is happening in the ground, only then the agencies will get more alert. Next time this will not happen. But the Tamil Nadu government's intention from one was to sweep this under the carpet and to sacrifice the whole information, to simply keep calling this as a cylinder attack. That is number one, sir. Number two, it is not that Tamil Nadu government did a great thing giving it to NIA. It's a matter of time. If the Tamil Nadu government is not giving, the NIA is going to pick up. Because the NIA Act very specifically mentions a UAPA case, it is not, state government need not necessarily give. But in fact, after BJP and our alliance partners ADMK, we picked up the issue. The simple act of a UAPA was booked. In fact, they have booked the accused under the Explosive Act. The Simple Unlawful Activity Prevention Act was also not booked on day 2, day 3. And would you believe, sir, a chief minister in a sensitive state like Tamil Nadu is still yet to make a comment, except the press release he has given. If you look at the totality of all this action that has happened, how can I agree with the senior leader T.K. Silangovanji's argument that the state government was proactive? The state government was definitely not proactive. In fact, we are looking at clear signals, team intel specific report, October 2018 report, still no action taken against the intelligence officers whose duty is to monitor. By God's grace, nothing happened. Imagine if the bomb was blasted. Maybe in the afternoon of October 23rd, which was the original plan. If many people have died, definitely we will not be having this conversation at this point of time. We will be having a different conversation. I hope and pray DMK party and the government takes the national security issue very seriously, and petty politics can always be aside. But in terms of national politics, my humble appeal and request, because they're very senior leaders, multiple time ministers, and D.K. Silangovanji himself is a very tall leader in DMK. My only request is, let us not trivialize the national security concerns. Let us go very hard at these extremist elements so that Tamil Nadu continues to be safe for crores of people, sir.
It's a wrap on this bulletin. Thank you so much for joining.